Bertemu kembali dalam Bisnes Awani, Media and Sport Management (MSM) merupakan sebuah syarikat elit di dalam pengurusan industri hiburan dan suka melibatkan jenama-jenama terkemuka seperti Ferrari yang mempunyai pengalaman selama 15 tahun di dalam pengurusan penajaan dan juga pemandu dan kini telah berkembang ke Rusia, negara Timur Tengah dan Asia. Dan untuk mengetahui lebih banyak mengenai perancangan serta pelan masa hadapan syarikat ini, bersama kami di studio adalah pengasas MSM Enrico Zanarini. Well, Mr. Enrico, welcome to the studio. It's a pleasure having you here today, Mr. Enrico.
Good evening.
And Mr. Enrico, maybe you can start off by sharing with us the vast experience that MSM has when it comes to sports management and also, of course, in matchmaking sponsorship deals.
Well, MSM is actually me. It's my agency, so it's my career that dictates the experience. I have been in motorsport for 35 years. 20 of which in Formula One, and I've been managing sponsors and drivers in Formula One. And I've been looking always for commercial opportunities all over the world. I've expanded my business. My head office is in the UK, but I now have offices in Dubai, in Moscow, in Mumbai, and most recently in Hong Kong.
And MSM is playing a very big role when it comes to scouting for sponsorship deals with Ferrari. Share with us your relationship with Ferrari and sponsorship.
It started a long time ago when I managed a driver called Eddie Irvine. In fact, Eddie Irvine is the winner of the very first Malaysian Grand Prix in 1999. And this is the first time that I came to Malaysia. And I started my relationship with Ferrari by managing a driver. And when you manage a driver, you also manage his commercial opportunities, his commercial activities. You share them with the team. And so we started to share a good relationship, and I started to work with them also in the commercial field. And I've done a reasonably good job, and I'm still working with them.
And Mr. Enrico, MSM has expanded itself into the Middle East and into Russia, and in Asia you have your regional office in Hong Kong. And most recently you also have your agents in Malaysia as well, making Malaysia your reference point. Why Malaysia?
Well, it's an instinct that I had. Looking for sponsors is actually looking for money. It is my job. It is my nature. I've always been looking for money, and you look for money normally where you think there is money. It's like looking for oil. You don't look for oil in the middle of the city. You go in the middle of the desert or in the middle of the sea. And I have targeted the Asia-Pacific market as the area where the future partners of Formula One may be. Of course, in Malaysia, there is a great knowledge about Formula One. It has been, for 14 years, since the very first Malaysian Grand Prix. But I think time has come now for some of the companies in Malaysia to branch out and invest in Formula One.
So is MSM in talks with any parties in Malaysia, or is there any parties interested with the sponsorship deals that you're laying on the table for them?
Well, we've just started. We've just, let's say, arrived and started in Malaysia now. And even if I had already any negotiations in place, I would not be able to reveal them to you. But certainly, at the moment, we're looking at company profiles, and we're trying to learn about companies and how they intend to branch out into the world rather than remain focused on the national territory only.
And Malaysia is your second point in the region after Hong Kong. Are you looking at the same sets of clients in Hong Kong and in Malaysia as well, or are you looking at a different clients?
I'm looking at China, Indonesia, Malaysia and Thailand. Okay, and obviously each company has different requirements, and I believe Malaysia has a great opportunity to become, a potential sponsor in Formula One. I'm not looking at the same companies here and there. I still have to pinpoint my targets, and I'm looking at it now.
And will your agent in Malaysia play the role as a platform for you to scout for deals from our neighboring countries as well, for example, Singapore or Thailand?
It is very important for me to have somebody locally that knows the local market, knows the local people, and it's very important for me to work with an agent here. And my agent will look at the countries that we've just mentioned, also Thailand. Singapore, for the moment, I'm going to leave Singapore alone, okay, and prefer to concentrate on Thailand, Indonesia, and China.
How do you sell the idea that investing in a motorsport event or investing in any, for Ferrari, for example, is the way forward when it comes to building your brand?
Of course, investing in the sport of Formula One, it is for companies primarily that intend to increase the brand awareness. So they using motorsport, and especially a very popular form of motorsport such as Formula One, which has an incredible audience worldwide, to increase their brand awareness. And this is why investing in sponsorship in Formula One, it is a very good marketing tool.
Has the take-up or the inquiries for sponsors for Ferraris been consistent every year?
Yes, I mean, Ferrari on its own has such a great positioning,
right,
you know, and they
course.
don't really looking for sponsors, or they are active on the market looking for sponsors. It's more for people like myself who are on the territory scouting for sponsors and looking for companies. But the inquiries have been very good. In actual fact, I've had such a great time recently, even with an economic downturn worldwide, sponsorships have been coming.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Enrico, and looks like that's all the time we have here today. And nevertheless, it's a pleasure having you here again and sharing with us on the sponsorship deals and also your company MSM. Thank you very much, Mr. Enrico.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dan perbincangan itu tadi mengakhiri Bisnes Awani untuk jam ini. Saya Serina Manikam teruskan setia bersama Astro Awani, berita segenap dimensi. Salam hormat.